Hello, Speed Gaming 2. Are you ready for this? The Duckling Derby Group A final race. I am your Cocom Ozloto sitting in the booth here with WinFox. We have Ravioli and Budgemono helping us out on tracking. WinFox, what do you think? You're in your Group B. What do you think of Group A tonight?
This is going to be an amazing race. Top 4 runners in the group going at it tonight. Playing for the finals next week. Top 2 advance to the finals. It's going to be a great hype race. I am very much looking for this one, and potentially my opponents next week as well.
Are you taking some notes? Because you have to run this flag set next week, very, very soon. 2 days, I believe.
Oh, I've run 3 seats today alone.
Beautiful. So, let's see what we got here. Well, I see some black belts. Let's take a look at our blushing. So black belts get a plus 10 luck, easy to run. Where fighter gets plus 20 M death. The thief, plus 20 HP. The red mage, plus 2 level 1 MP. The white mage, plus 20% hit. And the black mage, 800 GP. Now we should note, very important, the thieves do not get their agility boosted. Therefore, they are at 10. Vanilla.
Yeah, this is very... Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off
there. No, you're all good. You're all good. You're all right. It's very different from the normal meta where the thief is actually boosted in agility, sometimes 40, sometimes 80.
Yeah, that's what I was about to comment. Is every flag up to this point has been that boosted 80 agility, so I'm not surprised to not see any thieves in any of these comps, except for it looks like Sorbius is running a thief. Kind of surprising, honestly.
I like the thief play. If you find a Vorpal or you find a Katana, that thief is going to do work. But the black, 3 of our runners on stream taking black belts, looking for a grind.
Yeah, the black belt seems to be the common thing for this flag. So I know, this is the 2021 spring tournament with some modifications to that flag, so make it a little bit easier. Mm-hmm. It very much favored the black belt meta back then. Mm-hmm. Personally, when I've been practicing these, I actually tend to run a fighter more than a black belt.
Ah, interesting. So we should note that Ice Ordeals, Marsh, Sea, Sky, Corneria are all the incentives, and they're all random. So we're going to see a lot of boxes being opened. There are trapped chests turned on. They are marked. They always contain rare treasures. Let's be going on here. Life 1 and Life 2 are enabled in battle. Warmech is vanilla. Sorry, if you're looking for one. Spike tiles are A side and B side, so you might see the triple I. You're not sure. The canoe is free for our runners as well. Northern docks also are turned on, so you might see some floaterless running if things go really sideways.
Yeah, I've actually had a few seeds recently where the floaters shown up in waterfall. So we may see maybe even floater in water.
And here we go. All right, so we're gonna take a little pop into Corneria. What's white magic look like tonight? Well, there's Life 2 and Wall and Exfer. Okay, Bane. There's an early sweeper.
Yeah, Life 2 at level 1. A little bit of a really nice starting there. Good white magic. Looked like it rolled into the white mage slot. Red mage can't use it, I don't think. Daving Hawk did check the hint. We have the key over at Matoya.
Hey, that's good to know. Oh dear, did you see those imps? I think they had Stone Touch.
That's what it looked like to me. That looked like an instant reset.
Yep, that's no thank you. Okay, imps, not safe. First, you're gonna give us the look what's in the chest here. Okay, an Iron Helm. Maybe and just beelining it right in there. Alright, we're healing some money. Nothing decent in any of the chests in Toph so far.
It looks like Scarcer, first one to Garland. Looks like skipping those chests in and out pretty quick. Using the Bane does miss.
Yeah, and Flurry finding the Stone Touch. Meanwhile, Sorbius Bane and gets the Bane to land. Poison Smoke terminated. And so does Scarcer, and so does Thavian. All right, we're... And Sorbius getting blocked by the bat. And we have the king with a nice piece of metal. Ooh, and Sarah has our ship. We are on the high seas.
All right. Heading across the inner sea pretty fast. And don't have to worry about walking on the donut very much. Just cutting through the middle of it. Make it fast and easy.
Absolutely. And I believe, now the good thing is, I believe back in the time of this spring tournament, speedboat might not have been a thing. So I'm sure we did turn it on for the runners. We're being nice. We're being kind.
That was well before my time. So if anyone has a seat from back then, I'd like to try it to see how painful it was.
All you gotta do is just turn off speedboat.
I mean, that's true. So we have a little bit of divergence. Looks like we have 2 runners over to Provoca. Hawk running over to Dwarf Cave, turning into TNT.
Alright.
Or the Adamant, getting
And it's
Rod.
the Rod. Okay, Rod is good. You need it, but Earth is not an incentivized dungeon. White magic. Oh, there's Cure 4, Life, and Harm 3. Ooh. White magic loaded.
And I do believe that the improved harm is turned on, so this harm is going to one-shot these pirates here.
It is indeed, but Thief Lockpicking is turned off, so that key is still required. Meanwhile, Bane coming out on Sorbius' side to give some pirates some poison smoke. Gets most of them. There's some pointing out that the flags are available in the wiki in their original version, which means some of the crazy bonkers bonuses were still available, because I think that's back when Blursings were still in the testing. Well, they were fully used, but it had some really broken ones.
Yeah, I was reading some of the Blursings earlier today, actually, of the older version of this. There were some pretty crazy ones that were involved. I also believe the older flags, trap chests, were not identified.
That is correct. The chests didn't have the ability to be. Okay, so we know the fairy has the tail, so the bottle is the tail, which, to be fair, Bicky had crown. So if you're running a black belt, you don't care about that tail. So that bottle, complete waste.
So there are some pros and cons of black belt versus fighter. Obviously, if you're running the fighter comp, you don't have to worry about that grind, but you kind of want that tail.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're going black belt, you need to find a grind, whether it be an eye grind, an agama grind, or into the desert to try to find the T-Rex. Sometimes that can be a struggle to find that grind.
Now, we did find in level 2 black Zap, Fast, and Warp. All excellent spells. So that's good to see. Fast early, very good. Alright. So putting about. Matoya, doesn't have a lot, so Sorbius resets out of that. Oh, Flurry buys his magic. Now, we should note, when it comes to scoring here, Sorbius is your current leader at 53, Scarcer at 51, Flurry at 48, and Thavian at 42. Scarcer looks like he's heading for Crown turn-in.
This play actually makes sense. You can do the crown, head up, turning the Adamant, and then probably wrap back south into Marsh would be my guess is the play that they're going for.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good play. It's quick, painless. Unless Astos has something crappy. Astos has the bottle, so for Scarcer, he sees it, he says no, and there's Nuke and Temper. Oh dear, they share the same level. You don't really like to see that. Oh, and Astos has Squint, that's fun.
Yeah, especially when you get to Topher there, Nuke and Temper like that, you're fighting with yourself. Do you want to nuke the first 2 bosses, Lich and Carrier? Do you want to save them for the last 3? It's a struggle on that balance between those 2 spells.
Absolutely is. So Sorbius and Thavian both picking up the bottle. It does give them the ability to... Well, it gives Sorbius the ability to pivot. I believe Thavian took a rainbow comp. While Sorbius does have a thief in tow. Larry, meanwhile, also taking on the Dark Elf Astos fight. Thavian, meanwhile, again, as this is random, might as well check the Marsh Attic first.
Yeah, and with the warp we got at level 2, he can go in, check them, warp back out to the start, or just reset if there's nothing up here.
Yep. But now the only thing about picking up the tail is even if you don't need it, it is 10% more XP per item. So that is another XP boost for them. It's Cursor checking out the attic. Oh, I see an Xbox. Not gonna open it? No? Okay. It does. Now
Yeah.
they always contain rare items though.
Yeah, Scarcer also skipped that first box as well. Kind of surprising knowing that they could hold ribbons or Pro Rings, Massa, X-Scal, any of those.
They can hold everything. The only thing they can't hold is the white shirt or a power gauntlet, as those are incentivized. Our tracker Budge Mile pointing out ghosts are bad at these levels. Yes, they are. To be fair, that is not something you want to see. Ghosts hit like trucks. They are never fun to see. Even at high levels, I don't like them.
Yeah, they tend to one-shot. Sub-level 10-ish.
Yep, they're pretty painful. Garrus meanwhile taking an interesting marsh route, going top chest first. While Swordbeat's using the traditional run of down and around. And cabin. And some cash. Alright, what do we got? Nope, that's an Xbox, so it does not contain anything he wants. That is one thing. The key items are never in trap chests. Philly's gonna open it. There's the slab, so... Yay.
Alright, so we've checked everything on the western side of the continent. That leaves us pretty much Ice and Crescent is pretty much all we have left now.
Volcano. Okay, and that chest contained Dragon Armor -1, so for Flurry, that's pretty good. Therson in chat, no, nobody did the old inventory fill. So that is when you would fill up your inventory with cheap stuff, and then you just talk to a chest. It'll tell you what it is, and say you can't hold it. So let's see. Fury warping out. Everyone else heading for the boat. Garcer. I believe this looks like an ice play from Scarcer if he's heading in that direction.
Alright, looks like we both may have missed it, but I just now caught it. Up in Provoca in the item shop. Is that incentivized item shop? It is the herb in Provoca.
Looking for... not overly expensive. 11k. Okay, that's a free turn in. Baby, meanwhile, checking out some magic. Fog 2, Cure 2, Mute A Rub. And in black there was... You Nuke and You Temper. There's Exit and Cure 3, both excellent to have. And the herb is... the Chime. Alright, well, it's necessary, but not helpful right now. Black Magic, only thing of note, Fire 3. Great if you run into a pack of Metal Slimes.
Yeah, besides... Actually, yeah, looking at what they found, they pretty much found every spell they'd kind of want for this seed. You know, the Fast, the Temper,
Yep,
Nuke, Life 2, Cure 4, Cure 3.
Yeah, Fade would be nice, but I don't think anyone's going to go looking for it.
I guess Heal 3, maybe? If you want to do a little bit of like AoE heals, but they're pretty much set on magic for the seed.
Or you find a really nice tile to get some experience off of. Big Eye Double Gurshark. As long as you can take them out before they take him out. Gone. Scarcer finds the funny hint. And the crystal from the Circle of Sages.
And that chest had the ribbon. Plus 3.
Woo! Flurry with a very big pull.
So myself, if I was in first position, knowing that that's a Gershark Big Eye tile, I would probably farm that to probably level 10 or so, maybe level 12.
It's not a tile. It was a chest.
Oh, that was the chest itself. I thought that was the trap tile. Oh.
Yeah, Budgemon pointing out the Karib was the tile. The box contained that. Unfortunately, boxes are one and done.
Yeah, if that was the trap tile, I probably would have sat there for a while.
Absolutely. Sure. It's you gotta keep it in mind and come back when you get more key items. But Scarcer making the icebox play. I like it. Burn some encounters. Here we go. Meanwhile, Sorbius now gets his crystal and finds the funny hint. Translation for gold. Really good hero run off this after burning the first encounter for Scarcer. He made it all the way almost to Ice 3.
Yeah, I was about to say, I haven't really been paying attention to the step count. I wasn't sure if there were any big gaps in between resets or anything like that. It looks like Fabian is doing the same thing, going to burn the counters before he enters.
Very, very, very good play. Get them out of the way. Fury, meanwhile, is buying his herb. And Scarcer finds a nice big pack of undead that beats the tar out of that black belt. Oh dear. But I believe he has life too, so who cares?
Sorbius, our only runner, making a play into Volcano, even though it's not incentivized.
Well, here's your TNT in the vanilla tile. Ooh, party platter. Oh, no. Sorbius looks like he's bounced on a volcano. Probably heading for ice next.
Yeah, I'll have to ask about that. I don't know if that was a confusion of incentives, don't really located at, or if that was just kind of an autopilot thing.
Well, there's the eye, but the eye opens with cremate. And slow. Nope. Eye is not a good grind.
No,
time to leave.
Not at all.
Time to leave. Baby, meanwhile, has a stoned black belt. Okay, well, for Scarcer, I think it's time to leave.
For a moment, that looked like Scarcer was moving his party around. He looked like he was contemplating taking the grind, which would have been kind of sketchy.
At this point, yeah, you're low level. Now, for Flurry with the ribbon in hand, a little bit easier. But unfortunately, he'd just be grinding a fighter, which is not bad. But at the same time, it's not going to give you the punch power of that black belt.
Yeah, he's already level 11, so he's pretty much halfway through his leveling at this point. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I don't even think I would even take a grind at that point. Once you're level 11 or 12, you just let the rest of the seed walking grind you up to 22 to 24.
Yep, at this point, you think about a sky play in the future. It looks like there is a quick encounter off the hard reset, so the desert does become an option. If you're really lucky, you can find a trap tile of metal slimes. Let's see where we're going. Sorbius and Fabian look like they're both heading to turn in that TNT. Sorbius, we want to find some vampires. That punch. Very hard.
Yeah, it does hurt.
Yes. Crystal is also available to turn in. They have that as well.
I think at this point we need to find Canal or Floater as our progression. We're pretty much locked in.
Well, there's key.
So we knew the key was there. We just don't know what's locked behind it.
Yep.
But yeah, we're getting bottlenecked into our exiting the Inner Sea.
We are. This is a tour of the Inner Sea that I didn't roll for once. Normally this is one of my things where you're around and around and around and around. Scarcer's going to go take a peek at what is in Corneria Locked after reviving his party members. Sorbius, meanwhile, has found the eye. Going to take the eye. There's cremate from the eye. I not safe.
Okay, if I was Sorbius right here, I would heal up, and I would take it again, and launch another nuke. Yep, exactly. He's doing exactly what I would do right here.
He has no more nukes, though. He's got fast. But, yeah, there goes your Black Mage. And there's slow. This, not good.
No.
No, cremate on an eye at this level, it's not... And slow too! No, this is... no, I wouldn't be taking this eye. I'd be looking for Aggies. Robot has the white shirt. So the canal was indeed in corn area, locked. And Fabian about to find it. Ta-da!
Alright. Sorbius continuing there, and he did take out that first eye. Hit 14. He's going to continue with... Oh, he reset out.
No, it's unfortunately the eye is not a good grind in this with this flags. This current seed, that's just a cremate, slow 2. Yeah, it's now for Flurry, he's got a ribbon. A little bit easier for him, but again, he doesn't need the grind, so it's catch-22. Fabian turning in his herb, getting his chime. Cursor, meanwhile, heading out of Earth Cave, or burning encounters, one or the other. That's a lot of encounters right there, though.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5, all within 20 steps, so we definitely are going to have this massive section without encounters.
That's going to make Topher real fun. Fabian going to turn in the TNT, so is Scarcer. And it's the Ruby! Okay, that we could use. Titans is not incentivized, but Sarda always is available.
Yes, and there's also
yes, you're about to say the same thing I think I was about to say.
The 4 chests in the Titan's Trove. Even if there's one Xbox there that pays off, then it's way worth going there. Like I check them almost every time, even if there isn't Xboxes. Like there's usually something good there.
Fabian Mimo is skipping the non-Xboxes and just fighting everything he can find. I like this. There's a good chance he can get some good experience out of this. Pump up his black belt just a little bit more. Already at level 11. Scarcer meanwhile feeds the Titan, while Fabian pulls a Pro Cape out of a monster in a box. Oh, that's not the fight you want. Nope.
No, not Ankleos at all at this level.
Nope. I'm just ignoring those. I mean, technically, Ankleos at any level isn't fun. Scarcer has found the power bonk and resets of it. So you know where it is, at least.
I'm going to say that's a tactical reset. He's going to grab it after he gets floater.
Yeah. He's going to come back for it if he needs it. So, we're now into the Inner Sea. Are we going to the Ordeals play? Absolutely. I like the Ordeals play. It is it's a personal favorite of mine when you have ship and canoe, because that walk is horrible.
Also, the only check we have left, because we know the white shirt is over at Waterfall. So this is our last location for an incentive.
No, it could be in Mirage, because it is random. It could have fallen into the Mirage Tower.
You are right. It could be in the first 2 floors.
That's right.
I forgot that dock is active.
It is. Greater than, less than. Fabian sees the power and exits out. We're going to keep it. Scarcer trying to get... Ooh, Whiz Vamps. Scarcer does not get lucky. There we go. Okay, there you go. Take the Whiz Vamps. It's actually not a bad thing to take if they're paper thin. Never mind. Goodbye, Black Belt. And they are not thin. Okay, they're about 350 or up. Yeah, Budgemano in chat pointing out, speaking of undead that really hit like trucks, here's some whiz vamps. Pain.
Yeah,
Fabian,
usually I don't want to take those until air.
no. Fabian, meanwhile, is checking out what is in the Hall of Giants. In the vanilla game, this was always just giants after giants after giants. With the randomizer, we learned there's actually a second trap tile that's something different. We just gotta get past these tigers to see what it is. And Scarcer's through the maze. No, you don't want any of that. And Scarcer's skipping another Xbox. There's another one right there. Finds house. 2 Xboxes there.
So we have one player in Sorbius only, for the most part, checking Xboxes, and we have Scarcer on the other end, skipping Xboxes.
Yep, and there's your cube. So you can now do full sky. Yeah. Scarcer checking it now. Fury's about to... Can I pop that box? That's one with the Ankleos in it. Yep. Only one. He only gets one. That's not too bad. He does have 2 nuke casters. Has no fade. You know, Fabian is heading right for Lich. Oh. The Ankleos were guarding a rune -3. Womp womp. You don't want to see that. They've even taken some airs. I don't hate airs. They're the worst element to fight in the game. Dodgy, no real weaknesses. Pain.
You know, for me, maybe it's confirmation bias, but for me it's water elementals.
At least they're weak to ice. The only thing they have going for them is ice. Now, for Scarcer, are you checking? Yes, you are. You are going to be checking the quadrants. Taking wings. Okay, not bad. It's not blue steak. Not, you know, it's a T-Rex. It's a Tyro, not a T-Rex. Find the poison smoke. Nope. Ah, I forgot to use the house. That is a gas D indeed. Oh, but it's got zap. And it wiped the party.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, again, for Flurry, he's got a ribbon. He can do it if he wants to, but he's the only one that doesn't need a major grind.
We have all these amazing trap tiles we found, you know, the Gasties, the Eye.
Yep.
Just all these great ones, and just they're hitting so hard, and their spells are making it impossible to get a grind going.
Yep, and meanwhile, the Tyros have Fire 2 as part of their script. How fun. But the good news is that... Oh, but Scarcer's Black Belt's only level 8. This is going to be a bit of a rough grind. Hang on what he finds. Another T-Hero, okay. Last nuke charge, he has... I don't believe he has any more houses. And didn't matter anyways. Yeah. This is a great thing to know, but I don't necessarily know if this is going to be the best grind right now with your levels as they are.
If I was Scarcer, I would probably go into Mirage right now, find the key item, and then maybe come back out, because you might get lucky and run into like a group of bad men and get 2 or 3 levels off a group of that to be able to actually do your T-Rex grind without risk of getting one shot.
Ravioli pointing out T-Wo has powerful lit too. That's because improved fire lit, ice, and harm is turned on, so those spells hit like a level 3 spell. And yeah, Fabian wiped out with Death Touch images. Booted out of Earth. Ouch. I hate to see it. Flurry, meanwhile, is heading to Ordeals. Gonna pick up his cube. Oh, look, there's the images again. Need to start with something that's not that bad. Scarcer, I just don't. I love the idea of finding the T-Rose, but timing might just not be right. Like, he's taking a beating. 2 hits for 27 after. Yeah. No. I believe you might be taking your advice and popping into Mirage proper. Meanwhile, is going to show us what's in some of these Xboxes in ordeals that we skipped over. Maybe, depending on if he can get rid of this small seafood combo.
So does dispatch of, I guess we'll call it the small platter, getting a Zeus Gauntlet. Scarcer popped into that first floor of air, check the chest, and just reset back out, and coming back out to this grind.
Interesting. David, meanwhile, popping the top on the rod plate. Barry, meanwhile, is going to see what's in this one. Ooh, triple Agamas. Very nice. Not that he needs to grind, but he won't say no to the levels.
Even with a fighter, you would probably take this just because the amount of experience is going to give.
Absolutely, and there is an item hidden beneath it. And it is... Heal stick. But he did get he's got good levels.
Yeah, his entire party is 16. It looks like the red mage is 18, I think is what I saw there. Like, he is set for levels for pretty much the rest of the seed.
Ooh, Catman have Blaze. That's not what you want to see. This could be a bit of a problem. And they're going to spam it. Alright, I think maybe time for some heals. Nope, going full offense. Like it. You gonna make it? Yeah. Garcia, meanwhile, checking what's on the greater than less than as Thavian pulls a Lich. It's an ice -2. That's not bad. Garcia, meanwhile, says no to that blue D. Money, iron armor. Thavian takes care of Lich, and Scarcer pulls the floater. Goodbye.
Alright, so there's our fast movement.
Yep, and that is going to pretty much give us everything we need at this point. Meanwhile, popping some more chests, finds his cube. So interesting how it goes here. That means that Thavian has an orblet, but he does not have access to the sky yet. Larry, I assume, will be right behind Scarcer and getting into Mirage and grabbing his floater. And Scarcer's in the air at less than half an hour. He's got a translated slab, so let's go talk to the Lefanish. As Thavian pops his way into ordeals. Scarcer utilizing the trick of going in and out of the canoe does not cost you a step. Focus, meanwhile, finding whiz vamps that will take his party out. Interesting. Are we going for the waterfall? We know that is the white shirt. He might not have seen that hint.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where that hint was at. Was that one Melmond hint?
Yes, it was. I believe you are correct.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Flurry didn't check that hint. Seems like a majority of people don't check that hint because it's on the literal opposite end of the town, but they have warp and exit, so it's more convenient to check after you get the slab translated.
I will usually check that on if I have found the dud hint giver. If I find the funny guy, I know that that's going to be that hint's probably valid. Thavian finds the Blaze Catman and says, "No, I'm not interested in that." And Flurry gets his white shirt and pops a box. Ooh, 3 worms! Flurry is getting all of the excellent XP encounters and needs none of them.
Yeah, his party at this rate, clearing all these, he's going to probably be level 26, 27 by the time he gets to over. Like, he's going to be so over leveled. The only thing he's missing now is that weapon.
Yes, he needs something to swing. Ice plus 5 armor, though, is a big pickup.
Yeah, that is massive. That outside that rivals the dragon armor.
Yes,
as far as just pure defensive stats, the only thing dragon armor is going to give is those resistances.
And he already has a ribbon, so if he needs it, he can throw it to the fighter. So now he needs to go pop his way onto Mirage. And he'll be in a really good position. Rubius, meanwhile, is checking out what the desert has for a grind. Finds the old steak and wings. And Flurry is indeed heading in to get his floater. Yep, I think Budge has the right of it. Tail is the bottle. We know where we've already found the Oxyale, so yeah, the loot is loose in sea somewhere. How fun. Now, the other thing is, for Fury checking every box, including the X boxes, we'll get to see what's in some of these. Oh, Wyvern, well, okay, not bad.
I mean, I think at this point he's just checking boxes for ribbons and probably more than likely a sword. Like,
he's definitely, yeah, he's looking for some kind of a sword, whether that's a Masa, X-Cow, Vorpal, anything like that.
Maybe even just a Sun Sword plus 1 or plus 2,
Yep, I would agree. I was going to say Sun Sword's also on the list. I wouldn't say no to a Coral Sword that rolled up either, because that's going to be Kraken Killer. Yeah, our tracker Budge pointing out this is essentially a grind and search. Aegis Shield. That's pretty good.
Not a bad find.
Nope, it's not what he's looking for, but he won't say no to it. Sorbius, meanwhile, very soon will pop his floater chest. There it is. Creeps and Gators. Okay, that's less than ideal for grinding, but you know what? Maybe there's something nice behind it. This is a very interesting turn of events where all of the runners that took a black belt needed the grind find themselves unable to get a safe grind, while the one runner that took a fighter has found everything he needs and is now level 20.
And this is one of the reasons why I tend to go more towards the fighter in this flag set, is for this reason alone. You could be stuck in levels with a black belt and frantically finding some way to gain levels.
Yep, and so far, most of the normal things we would use to grind on either haven't been found, like an Agama tile, or are too dangerous to fight, like the Eye. The question is, if you're Flurry, when you find the floater, do you leave or do you go kill Tia? You have the levels.
I mean, you have the levels. You
have the magic.
You have the magic. You have the gear. Like, honestly, I would just climb.
Yep.
I would get the orb lit.
Nope, he looks like he is out. Now, the other thing is they have the bottle, and they know the bottle is tail. So...
Alright, hypothetical, real quick. Gets the tail, goes over, promotes. Do you think he checks the chests on the islands?
Yes. If he promotes, he's gonna be looking for a weapon. He needs a weapon. He knows he can get. He knows where the power bonk is, so he knows he needs that. All he's got to do is find something, any kind of weapon. Yeah, he's popping the bottle already, so you know where he's going next. Fabian also now in the air with an orb in hand. Dark Moon or Seedrow pointing out the scale is low. The black belt technically less essential than a good fighter. I would agree. Right. Here he's got his tail. Fabian's about to get his tail. Not sure what he's going to use it for.
Looks like Scarcer is back in ice on that eye tile.
He is. I mean, he's got some levels now. Flurry, meanwhile, and Fabian pretty much holding hands now. Well, he knows... Scarcer knows he can't go to the desert to grind. It's too risky, takes too long. 15 on his punch cannon, so not online yet. Alright, Flurry has the Oxy Ale, so he's got everything he needs. Finish off whatever dungeons he finds. Dark Moon, the eyes also have slow too. Yeah, they got slow 2, and blaze. Fun! Yeah. There's cremate. Cremate's what they have. My mistake.
Just as bad.
Well, blaze is way worse, but yeah, cremate's not helpful.
I think if Scarcer can hit 22 with that black belt, I think he's safe to let the eyes just cremate and knock out the other 2 casters and just heal in between fights.
It's a risk for sure. Meanwhile, Fabian heading straight for carry. He's going orbs or bust. Flurry, meanwhile, going to promote. This is I like this. This is going to give him access to the Aegis shield, to the dragon armor. That fighter is going to be a beast. And we are knighted up. Darkmoon pointing out that, yeah, that unfasted black belt just does not have the punch power yet. And slow comes out. It's going to land. Fast comes out to counter it. And we go again. Meanwhile, they're doing some reshuffling. Now, does he check the islands? No, he doesn't. He's going... Volcano?
Yep. Yeah, I mean...
Yep. I don't hate it. I mean, it's a lot. It's chest dense. It's quick.
I think the only chests you're going to check are going to be Armory, and
Yep.
like...
Some of the greed chests.
Yeah, the greed chests on, floor 5?
Yep.
On the way down.
Well, he's going to check anything with an X. Because no matter what, he still needs a weapon. Yeah, Budge pointing out the Tyro, not a good one either. It's not good. Meanwhile, Flurry taking advantage of the lit being extra strong. Yeah, so like I've said, so far there has been nothing here that I really seen that a black belt can really grind off of and do successfully. Oh boy, there's the Mazda 2. Flurry has found what he needs. He's in go mode now.
Yeah,
that's it.
Flurry's gonna take off.
Yep. This is the big one.
He has the advantage now in this one. I'm gonna say he is. I don't want to say poised to win the race, but he is probably in the strongest spot to win this race now.
He is definitely in a good spot. This means he just needs to grab the power bonk from Sarda. If he doesn't still have it, he might still have it. I think he might. If he doesn't, he knows where to find it. And he doesn't have a defense sword or a ruse stick. That's the only thing he doesn't have. But I believe he has the white shirt.
He does have the white shirt, so at least he has the evasion there. Yeah, like you said, just needs the power bonk from Sarda, and it's just go.
And again, Fabian, meanwhile, has found some good old Chimeras, the cousin of the Chimeras. And so Scarcer now looks like he's about to maybe put the black belt online. Sorbius is going to check a couple of the, he's going to check the chests that Flurry did not. Finds Catman with Blaze, we knew that was there. Yeah, yes. I don't see Flurry checking anything else. Nope. He is in beeline mode. Meanwhile, we'll check the chests in Toph, the trap tile. Gershark Wizzsahag. That's not a bad spot for a grind either. Assuming he can survive.
Yeah, not bad at all. It's like you say, it's surviving. Like that's.
Okay, he's hitting pretty hard, but so is everything else. Alright, he should be okay to get through this one. But that's not bad. Meanwhile, Flurry beelining it to carry in under 2 minutes. I believe it only takes about 1:40 to get down there if you take all the tiles. 22 on that black belt. This is gonna get very interesting towards the end. Now that Scarcer's at 29, his black belt's coming online. Thavian's is at 21. The only thing you worry about is getting a double Gershark pack that hits hard and hits first. Flurry, meanwhile, has taken out Carry and lit his first orb, putting him in a tie with Thavian. I suspect he's heading for Earth Cave next. Yep.
So all 3 of our black belt players are on their grind, all on 3 completely separate grinds.
Yep. Meanwhile, the only non-black belt player is just beelining it down to kill fiends. Now, again, ooh, that slow land? That slow landed. That slow 2 landed. This might take a bit. This is the problem with the eye grind, is that once it gets into that routine, if it slows you down, it will take more time. Although, to be fair, the Sorbius grind's pretty good. Yeah, Death Touch. Yeah, Death for Thavian, yep. He's already taken... I think he had the Death Touch in Earth as well. Which, Flurry is also in Earth right now, so the images have Death Touch, but... he's got a pretty high-powered party to not have to deal with that.
Plus, Flurry does have that ribbon on the White Mage, so if everyone else gets knocked out and he's able to run with the White Mage, he can just pick everyone back up and just keep going. So Flurry is definitely in a very comfortable position. At this point, it's going to be how many orbs can Flurry light before Scarcer and Sorbius finish the grind. Although I gotta say, I like Sorbius's grind. It's safe. It's got great XP, and he doesn't have to deal with an eye with slow. So in this situation, 45 minutes in, do you stop at 32 and rely on the fast? Or do you take it all the way to 42?
You gotta take it to 42. You have to. Because from what we've seen so far, the seed's not been very pretty. And Topher is long. It is a long Toph. And you really want to make sure that you're as close to both ribbon level magic defense, and you need those extra punches. Because there is no incentivized ribbon out there, only trapped ribbons. And we know where one of them is, because Flurry has it. Meanwhile, I see he's found... Ooh! Those images are nasty. They have Brack.
Yeah, that's even
and
worse.
Death Touch. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. He can bring everybody back up. He's got life 2 on H charges. I mean, does he care? And
so, Scarcer's in a stun lock from this eye. It has hold, and he was stun locked for a solid 45 seconds.
Man, this eye is just not fun. Slow hits right off the bat.
So it has slow 2, dark. It also has hold and cremate. Like its arsenal is just next level.
Now the thing is, it's also paper thin. Meanwhile, Flurry has lit the Earth Orb and is heading in to go take on Kraken and find, hopefully, his loot. Because that's the other thing, all of the other runners on stream have not started the loot search yet. Davian, meanwhile, has lit his second orb, so Davian's in a very good position. He's got a black belt that's relatively done its grind, and he's got 2 orbs lit.
think he only took his grind to 32 and not 42 like the other two are doing. So
he's probably taking the gamble that he's going to get the levels on his way. All right, 42 for Scarcer. He should be done. Fabian was grinding on something in Volcano. What did he find? I can't remember anymore.
I think it was the Chimera tile.
That was it. Chimeras are actually worth a lot of XP. He died at them? Oh dear.
If he died,
That's gonna be... gonna be bad. Meanwhile, Flurry beelining it to Kraken, which I like this. You can always do mermaids after the fact if you don't find what you're looking for. And just get out of there, run from these fights. You don't need to worry about any of this. Because if you're Flurry, you're probably thinking in the back of your head, someone took a black belt. Because
I mean, if you're honestly, these logs, if you're everybody, you assume everybody takes a black belt.
depending on the seed, yeah, generally speaking. Alright, Flurry meanwhile popping some chests, hoping he finds the loot on this floor. Sorbius meanwhile is in to fight Lich. This will not be a long fight. Garcer is going to start climbing up Mirage. And Fabian is heading for C. Just about finding where that loot landed. Zombies. Oh, Fabian looks like he's going into Waterfall, which we know is the white shirt. Not going to give him anything there.
So Flurry, I think, has one chest left, maybe two on this floor before he needs to head over to Mermaids.
He's got this one in Sharknado.
Oh, yeah, so two more.
There's around 3 chests in Sharknado? 1, 2, 3. I think there's 4 actually.
4? Yeah, there's 4 because there's 2 that are locked by the trap tile.
Yep. So that one's an X, so he doesn't need it. So it's not okay. He's gonna. Nope. That is never a tile you want to see. Ribbon. Yep. You're taking that fight. You're definitely taking that fight. And he does have the power bonk already. So yeah, he's. Oh. Did you happen to see what he had in his fighter's weapon slot?
I did not. I did not catch that.
I thought that was an X-Cal plus 5.
So
if that's what he's got, I mean, and the fighter just got a ribbon, there's no stop there. That thing is going to be just beef.
Yeah, I guess you just run X-Cal up the tower, and then once you get to Chaos, you just switch it over to the Massa.
Yep. You got the power bonk. That Scarcer on the Bridge of Destiny. Are we going to see everyone's favorite robot chicken?
Sorbius right now is having to deal with these death touching and Brack images.
Now the good news is he's got close to a ribbon on that black belt, so the black belt's going to be fine. My concern is the rest of his party is kind of low leveled. Not that you necessarily need the rest of the party. Let's be fair. Bye, Lich. Here comes Tia and Kraken. If he fasts that night, and if that night has what I think it has, death becomes Kraken very quickly. As fast goes out. Meanwhile, Tia is down on Scarcer's side. That is definitely an X-Cal. 8 hits for 881.
Yeah, that was a gold blade. That is definitely the X-Cal.
That is a plus 5 X-Cal. That is a nasty weapon. That fighter is invincible, for lack of a better term. But he doesn't have the loot yet, so he's got to go back. So Fleury, I would say at this point, has a bit of a lead. He's got 3 fiends down. He's got the loot. Yep. Wow, what a trolly place to put it. Oh my. And
So
that knight can indeed learn, I think, life 2. Not just life 2.
Yeah, I can learn life 2, and if he really wants to, you can put life 1 at level 2 white magic on it if he really wants to.
Yep, that knight is gonna be a beast.
Oh, there's also Cure 4 he can throw on it as well.
Yep.
That knight is just going to be loaded.
That knight with that X-Cal, Dragon Armor, Ribbon, Power Bonk, Aegis Shield. Nothing stops it. 3 and 256. That's what you get to roll against.
Like, he could probably just man mode the entire all of Topher.
Mm-hmm. With that X-Cal and then switch to the Mazza. Yep. Sorbius, meanwhile, is pulling carry. This fight won't last long, so blink and you're gonna miss it. You missed it. Now there's the Ital. Fury's like, oh, you have slow? I don't care. I have an X-Cal. Slap in the eye. Disrespect. Pfft, you slow 2'd the wrong guy.
Right.
Remember, slow 2 is non-elemental. And here's another one. Sorbius, meanwhile, looks like he's about to climb his tower. Oh, Geists have Bane. That's fun. Oh, and Fabian! Baned out of sea. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, Fabian's just not had any luck at all with these encounters.
Yeah, it's been real cruel to him, I gotta say. He had the Death Touch images. Got booted out of Volcano. But, to be fair, he's not that far behind. He does have 2 orbs lit. He does have a black belt that's online. Fleury, meanwhile, I am just... Oh, but these man-cats have Invis too. They're a time waster. They're not dangerous. Oh, but he got away quick, because they're not dangerous. They're just annoying. Now, if he sees a war mech, I bet you he takes it.
Oh, almost definitely, yeah.
Those levels, totally worth the time. Like, at this point, he's got an X-Cal, he's got a ribbon. You have to see the thing first. So far, it hasn't shown up on anyone's screen. Nah, airs. Hate airs. Nope. No, thank you.
I think he's through the end of his step counter. He's going to go straight to the boss.
Yep, he's going to go kill himself at the tip. Fabian, meanwhile, checking the chests. Unfortunately, we know where the loot is, and it's not here. Double unfortunate. No carbonation of bubbles. Unfortunately for those of us who are huge fans of the carbonation.
It's 50-50 for me. She has to be in the way.
She's always in the way. Alright, Fast comes out, hits that knight. Say goodbye to Tiamat. Wow, survives 756 and survives. Not much. There's not much gas left in this tank, though. Goodbye. 123 nuke, and we're done. And that will put Fury 14 into go mode. So, yeah, this is going to come right down to how bad Topher is. If Topher is bad, that's bad for Fleury. If Topher is bad, it's good for everyone with a black belt that's leveled to bear. But... What are you doing, Fleury? There you go. Yeah, he's going to stop, pick up some magic, I assume.
Did he ever make his way back to Sarda?
He has the power bonk. He has it right now.
Okay, good.
And he's got life 2 on that knight. Got life 2 on that red wizard. He's sitting pretty. Cure 4, nice, not needed. Life 2 in battle is on. And he's got 3 characters that can do it. He's got 2 ribbons. He's diving. Gonna house up. We're gonna hard reset. Burn the encounter. Here we go. So at 56-26, Flurry is in Topher. And Thavian has lit his orb. Let's remind you that Flurry was third at the beginning of this race with 48 points. A win here would do him a world of good. Not checking the validation chests. Don't blame him.
Yeah, if he takes first place, looking at the points, Flurry needs to take first place, and Scarstory needs to take third place. That's assuming the other racers don't finish in the top 3 as well, because that could also manipulate the point spread. So as long as he takes first and Scarstory is at least third or lower, Flurry will clinch a final spot.
All right, Flurry now has his loot, while Sorbius is doing his darndest to look for his. Scarcer just about to pop in. Oh, Scarcer's going to get the early loot. That's huge. That saves a lot of time. It's a single dive right to Kraken now. No need to check any boxes. That is big, big, big.
That's really good for Scarcer to be able to he will probably pass Sorbius on the way up.
Yep, because Sorbius does not have the loot yet. So even if he doesn't pass him, he's ahead. Meanwhile, Earth's being annoying with stun. Can't get away from them. They have stopped. That's what's being annoying. Burning Fade charges on this. Lit 2 coming out, and it doesn't matter. This is the Topher that... Okay, there. He's just finally made it out. I was going to say, this is what you don't want to see if you're Flurry. You don't want a Topher with a bunch of garbage that's just going to sit there and poke.
Yeah, because the more he gets whittled down on these walking fights, you know, he's using up his resources that he wants to keep for after carry.
Yep.
For the heals in between Kraken and Tia and walking up to Chaos.
Yep, this is... Well, okay, here comes Lich 2. I don't suspect this is going to be much of a problem. He's not even bothering to do really much of anything. Fire 2 comes out. Nobody cares. Nothing happens. The Fast comes out. That'll be the end of Lich. Swing with the Masa. 4 hits for 287. Swing with 8 hits for 681. Goodbye, Lich 2. Oh, you're not going to be happy about that.
I think that Fire 2 hit the fighter for like 18 damage, and that was it.
Yeah, the fighter's got a ribbon and a dragon armor on. Nothing is going to kill that fighter. Sorbius, meanwhile, has his last orb lit and pops the loot. Scarcer has his last orb lit. I know he has the loot. This is... Okay, so this is what's going to come down to. Flurry is probably going to end up with a 2-fiend lead at this point. It's going to come down to random encounters and what happens in these fights with Kraken and Tia Carry. Worrisome, but not overly. Swing with the monster. 2 hits for 124. Fast hits first. Fighter swinging in. 7 hits, 645. Goodbye, Carry 2. At 1 hour, Flurry has a 2-fiend lead. Scarcer in. Sorbius in. Thavian, meanwhile, is going to have to trounce up Mirage to get to Sky. At this point, it's all about random encounters. What you get and what hurts.
Yeah, Flurry's hit that point of Topher where anything can happen.
Yep. Especially because the water floor is so nasty for random encounters. You get a pack of 6 ambushing airs, it's going to hurt. Worse than you want it to.
Oh, yeah, 6 like outside of the night, you know, if one of those one of those waters and airs on the next floor just single target either the white or black wizard, it will take it down.
Absolutely. So here we go. We're going to fast up. He got turn order. Oh, he got turn order. That's beautiful. That's what you want to see on Kraken. Kraken comes out with thunder. That's a good thing to see. It kills off the black wizard. Nobody cares. At this point, just nuke him down. Ink, again, free turn. And that will be the end of Kraken. which gives Flurry a 3 Fiend lead. He's got life 2. He's got tons of life 2 charges on that white wizard. Yeah, this is Flurry's to lose at this point. Meanwhile, Scarcer and Sorbius holding hands on the earth floor. But Scarcer has lost both his white wizard, his white mage, and his thief. Oh, and Earths have stopped. We know that. Oh, gotta fight him. Meanwhile, Tia 2 being pulled as Lich 2 goes down. Fast comes out on that fighter. That fighter swinging that X-Cal. 10 hits for 8. 16. Still standing. Wall comes out. Damage poison comes out. Good timing with that wall. The black wizard goes down again, but nobody cares. Ice 2, nobody cares. That wall's going to do the work. Scarcer makes it through that pack of earths while Sorbius is coming up to carry 2. There goes Tia 2. Here we go. We're into the home stretch.
Yeah, that last hit was 10 hits for 1,022 damage. So
but here's the thing. Flurry still has the X-Cal equipped on that fighter. That knight still has it. That won't do as much as that Masa. Okay, he does. Yep, there we go. We're going to trade it off. We're going to equip the Masa. Beautiful. +5 budge. Yeah, it'll be okay, but that will do a lot more. Power bonk. Absolutely. We're going to fast up. We're going to use the white shirt. And we're probably going to temper. Meanwhile, Sorbius onto the water floor. Scarcer, meanwhile, got booted out of Topher. Too much taken. Chaos has Ink as his first ability. Nobody cares. Fight. We're going to do a test swing on this. Going to temper. White shirt and probably another temper. Tornado looks good. Thunder from Kraken, meanwhile, on Sorbius' side. Thavian's pulling Tia 1. Temper coming out for Flurry. Stop coming out. Hits the red. Hits the black. Look at that Masa. 8 hits for 834. That is going to start doing work. Swing again. 9 hits for 1. That is it. Terminated. Flurry 14 has done it. He is taken first with an official racetime.gg of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 53 seconds. Get your GGs out in chat. Wow. That was something. He didn't take the black belt. He didn't take the black belt. He went with the fighter. He opened all the chests he could find. And that was fantastic. Get him in here. And we are joined in the booth by Flurry. Flurry, GG's.
Thanks. I feel rather lucky. I was pretty sure I was cooked about 35 minutes in.
Why would you feel that?
I mean, there's only 2 spots that aren't going to be required, and one was that ice cave chain, and the other was the waterfall, and I did them both. And I went in to this week thinking I pretty much need to get first if I'm going to make the final. So when I pulled the white shirt from the waterfall, I was very sad, but got the weapons I needed. That X-Cal pull was huge. The Masa pull was more huge, and yeah, that was about as good as that flag set has gone for me, considering with how practice has gone. So
it went very well for you. Meanwhile, Sorbius has pulled Chaos and has defeated Chaos. Get your GGs out in chat for Sorbius, finishing with an official time of 1 hour, 5 minutes, 23 seconds. I will note between Flurry and Sorbius, Herbie B finishing at 1:04:34. But yeah, the big difference, Flurry, you didn't take a black belt.
I have had no luck getting grinds together on black belt in practice.
Well,
I tried it. I read everybody saying that or double black mage was like the meta, and for that spring tournament that year, and I just couldn't get the black belt online consistently. So
well, I have some great news for you. It was not a very fun thing to take online. The eye tile, of course, had slow 2, hold, and cremate.
Oh gosh.
That was it's not good. And we are also joined in the booth by our third place winner, Sorbius. Sorbius, GG's.
GG's.
Now, you on the other hand did find a black belt grind that worked for you in Topher Lock bottom
Yeah,
left.
12 times the charm.
Yeah.
That was absolutely miserable trying to find anything to grind on. I kept finding good grinds, and then they had real
Hey.
nasty abilities and killed all my men. So
Yep, it was
You know.
painful. That the eye was not safe, not one
Nope.
bit. The
the Garth plus Iron was not safe.
Nope.
The Whizvamps hit a little too hard. Tyros were a little too tough in the desert.
yep.
All the other trap tiles were garbage. Yep.
It was certainly a setup. And again, I will say, Flurry, I love the fact that you did not take the black belt. And the big difference, you opened almost every trap chest you could find.
Yep. In practice, that was how I got my levels. Just run from everything else. Once you get about 50k or so, I'm good on money. Don't need to open any more of those.
Mhm.
If I get most of the trap chest, it's going to put me around level 20 or so, and that usually gets me there. And getting the 2 ribbons. Like
Absolutely.
after the loot you had, it felt more like a winter tournament Topher, so I was very comfortable going in there.
I should note that Scarcer has also finished his Chaos Fight with official breaks time.gg of 1 hour, 7 minutes, 18 seconds. I will note we have a 5th place finisher. Rax has finished at 1 hour, 17:38. And I believe we are joined in the booth by Scarcer. Scarcer! GG's.
GG.
So again, I'll ask the same question that I ended up asking Sorbius. The black belt, how about that grind?
Nah,
Yeah,
that's a different question.
to be fair, I do not blame you. Again, Sorbius found a really good one in the bottom right chest of Toph Locked. It was a Gur Sharks and Wizzahogs. Very good grind there. But yeah, that eye just not wanting to behave for you. It was very interesting to see 3 black belts and a non-black belt. Fire Rainbow was a very good. It was a very interesting choice by Flurry. No one took a thief. Sorry, Scarcer, you took a thief.
No, I took it.
One of you did. I know that.
We both did.
See, we both did. Unfortunately, nobody found a good katana or a Vorpal. Now, was the thief just there for running, or
Yep.
was it there?
No, absolutely just to run away.
Okay.
If I can't dodge ambushes, I at least want to almost guarantee I can.
I was just wondering if anyone had taken it as a backup strat in case you end up finding a katana.
Absolutely not. No.
No?
Gotta open boxes to find a katana.
Yep.
Well,
Now the
get-
strat in practice was take the thief because you don't need anyone other than the black belt for the end game, and then you have the ability to actually run through encounters even if you get ambushed.
that is totally fair. Like I said, so far the only person I've seen opening any boxes was Flurry,
Don't
who
need 'em.
he ended up with a lot of good stuff. The Xcal +5, Masa +2, Terra ribbons, Dragon armor, and the Aegis shield, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So that fighter also it was just not going to go down to anything that was swung at it. Not a chance.
Yeah, I didn't take a fighter in all of my practice. It was always too much time trying to find ribbons and swords, anything to do anything with the fighter. It was just way too much. Like, just took too much time to loot. I saved like 10 minutes on my average time when I started doing black belt strats instead. Just the grind wasn't there this seed. At least, I guess it could have been if I had checked block Topher earlier. But, you know.
Well, I mean, I gotta say, it was very entertaining to watch the different strategies play out. The grinding the black belt out on what was, to be fair, very trash grinds tiles. Thavian, meanwhile,
Desert
is-
would have been fine if those Tyros had not rolled a million hit, attack, absorb, and evade.
Yep, and I believe they also had base level lit, which in this seed was lit 3.
Yeah, that wasn't great either.
Thavian, meanwhile, is currently using the Jim Chimera tile to get his black belt online again. This tile had, unfortunately, Fabian ran into the Death Touch images. He got booted out of this grind once before, if I'm not mistaken. And I think he also got booted out of C.
Chimeras are a spooky grind.
Yeah, first slime fight on Earth, first dive, that really did it. The lack of good grinds was bad. There's no question that was a rough seed for grinding. Avian, meanwhile, has finished his grind, and I'm sure we'll be heading straight for Temple of Fiends. Windfox, don't want to monopolize all the time. Any questions for the runners?
Oh no, you are definitely fine on Solano. I'm mostly just keeping an eye on Fabian Hawk, waiting for his Topher dip, so we can call that out when he gets in there.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just wanna say GG to you guys. Standings are being updated live. I know you gentlemen probably have already looked at them. But yeah, I do want. If we want to, we can call out the standings, or we can wait till the race is finished.
Well, I think at this point, we can give out at least the two runners who are going to make it to the championships, as these were the top 4 on stream.
Yeah. So, first place overall in the group with 69 points. Sorbius. Taking third place in this race. You finished first place in this group. Flurry making a heck of a comeback in this group. And you're like 3 or 4 points behind coming into this race. Stormed back, took first place in this race, and has finished second place in the group with 68 points.
1 point behind. That's close. So you two will get to race the Winter Tournament 2024 seed.
Maybe I could get my revenge for going 0-2 in Winter Tournament. Or not.
I mean, I went 1-2, I think, so I need a little revenge on that flex that too. 2-2,
I don't know.
maybe? I don't know.
Remember.
It was rough.
I remember who you beat. I remember that.
I'm sure you do.
I do. That was another time Earth betrayed me.
I remember too, because I was on the back end of that exchange.
Yes, I certainly am both A, looking forward to the finals, and B, glad I'm not participating in them.
I was looking forward to maybe running into you in Winter Tournament Flurry, so it's cool that we get to actually race this flex.
Okay, we've just discovered that the Saria's on Earth floor had Thunder. That's fun.
Oh, I kind of looked for them for a grind for a second over in Cardia, and I'm glad I didn't find them, because that would have been fine.
Now, meanwhile, Flurry, you ran into this too. These Earth Elementals on the Earth floor, just a bad time all around. Stop. It's just nasty. And I believe
Stop Blaze.
Yeah. Well, here we go. We'll see. That's a swing from the Earth. Swing from the Earth. Swing from the Earth. Oh, sure. Make me a liar. Okay, just swinging from Earth. Here we go. We're gonna pull a Lich. We're gonna fast. We're gonna wait. Fire 2, and nobody cares. Lich, come on, you can do better than that. Gets the turn order. Fast comes out. Swing for the fences.
Wow,
20 hits.
Yeah, that was 20 hits for, I think it was, I couldn't tell if it was 2,000 or 2,600.
It doesn't matter. That Lich is in the stratosphere. It's gone. Alright. So we'll pull up to the carry. Gonna probably do the same thing. Ink. Nobody cares. Swing! Get the turn order. Doesn't matter. Carries down in a single hit.
David in the chat actually saying it was a high score of 29-13 against Lich.
Swing. That is definitely a massive swing out of there. Water floor, always a bunch of jerks. Oh, Fabian, we definitely know a fully online punch cannon was your key to getting through this. Alright. Kraken, that's the wrong mage. What are you doing? Bad Kraken, you go down now. You only hit the white mage. And Flurry, I gotta point out also that you also had a massive amount of backup protection, having Life 2 on the Knight, the Red Wizard, and the White Wizard.
I mean, I've had bad Tophers before.
We've all been there.
You know how that goes, right?
Everybody knows how that goes, and there's no question in my mind that we've all experienced the absolute pain that comes with a Topher run that just decides, you know what, you deserve pain today.
Yeah, it was 15 seconds to go in, get the spells, and cast Warp. Why not?
You could have also grabbed Cure 4 at Elfund, I believe.
I didn't expect any fight to last enough turns to really need it.
Sadly, nobody saw our favorite robot checking the War Mech, but to be fair, kind of not shocking. Let's... Level 2. Thank you, Razor. It's provoke it. So, just for the edification of the crowd, Lich actually had your Cure 4, so nothing to worry about it. Here he really didn't have a lot. Had a nuclear in the pocket. Wow, that Kraken 2 had a lot in its pocket, but we never saw it. Double zap, nuke, fire 3, Bane, nuke, fire 3.
I saw that zap.
Oof.
The zap, but nobody saw the double nukes and the nuclear. My.
All right, and Thavian Hawk has taken down Chaos, finishing with a race time of 1:18:34, finishing 6th place in the race room. Shortly after Thavian finished was Razor 1 with a time of 1:19:47.
GG's up, Thavian. It's good. I believe if I check the race room, there was only one runner still in progress, as Razor 1 had finished with a time of 1:19:47. See if we can get Flurry in here for his interview after the fact, assuming he wants to do one. Let's see about getting him. Well, we'll get him in there when we get him in here. Don't worry about that. So, with that, the final standings for Group A would be Soybeus in first, Flurry second, Scarcer third, Thavian fourth, Rax fifth, Herbie B sixth, Razor 1 seventh, and Jay Byrne in eighth.
Jay Brun.
Run. So that would finish up the Group A round. So 2 players moving on to the winter tournament flags. I'm sure this will be very, very it's gonna be a great watch. I can't wait to either be a part of it or see it. Just wait and see if we can get Fabian in here.
I'm excited for someone to roll up another 4,000 health chaos with max absorb and nuke and nuclear again. That was a fun watch.
Oh, so that you have to take a black belt even though you should
Yeah,
never
so
take
like
a black belt?
restarting the seed and leveling a black belt would be faster than slogging through it.
I think I've managed to get the invite sent to Thavian. He should be popping in here any minute now, hopefully. There he is. And now we are joined in the booth by Thavian. Thavian.
Oh, hoi hoi.
Oh, my friend. That was a bit of a
Bye.
There we go. He's back. That was a bit of a couple of rough goes there,
The
unfortunately.
many things that instantly killed my party.
Yes.
Just very, very painful. And then I remembered I knew where gold bracelets were, and I knew where a grind was, and I finally got my grind done about 15 minutes after it should have been done.
Yeah,
I
that.
feel bad.
To be fair, I think we've all come to the conclusion this seed was crap for black belt grinding.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the eye was not fun.
Oh, I saw it in Sky, and it was definitely not. Neither was Tyro in the desert or anything else I found. It's just the Chimera Jamira pack. It hurts when they hit, but man, is it juicy.
I will say that
That's the only thing I found. What did other people grind on?
Scarcer, I believe you went for the eye. You did some leveling and then went back for the eye.
I shouldn't have gone for the eye.
And Sorbius, however, found the real gold mine. Bottom right locked Toph was guarded by Gershark Woodsahog, so the Sharknado tile.
They were potatoes. They had no abilities, low attack, absorb. They just melted.
Yep.
This was, of course, after I spent a bunch of time in the desert nuking Tyros and then hoping to punch them, and then that didn't work. So
Yeah, the Tyros were not pleasant for anybody who even tried them.
I'm pretty sure all of you, except for Flurry, spent time in the desert.
Flurry say, I'm just going to open some boxes and I'm just going to use that for XP, and it worked.
Yeah, a few of those momentary thought, I should open this box in Ordeals. No, I immediately died and have to redive Ordeals. I should open this box here. No, I immediately have to redive. Those Xboxes were bait.
for the black belt, yeah.
For the black belt, absolutely. For Flurry, no. They gave him his ribbon, dragon armor, the Mazda +2, the X-Cal +5, 2 ribbons, an Aegis shield. He was good. Nothing was getting in Flurry's way at the end of this, to be fair.
Kitted up, nice.
Honestly, when the weapons roll good, this flag set is more like Free Enterprise than the Free Enterprise flag set. Flurry's really good at Free Enterprise.
You know that. Actually, I feel that there's definitely a little bit of moonbox looting. At least for the practice in the early one. Except, yeah, you know.
Except sometimes you get an imp instead of a behemoth.
Yeah.
Speaking of the imps, how did everybody find the Stone Touch imps off the get-go?
I didn't even see him.
I didn't find them. I reset out of them.
Why?
Yeah.
Don't blame
You don't
me.
take encounters.
I
You don't
hit
take
that-
encounters going to
I hit
Toph.
that first encounter, reset, realized the walk cycle was good, and I don't think I saw another overworld encounter.
Yeah, the hero run off the reset was great. You could literally, I did take a look. You could go from Ice 1 almost all the way to Ice 3 with only getting one encounter.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice.
That was
Except it
which-
wasn't a good encounter.
no, it was not a good encounter. We all know about, and Fabian, you can attest to this. The images were not pleasant to find.
Nothing was pleasant to find in
The
this.
geese were pretty bad too.
Oh, let's go Sharks in this side. It's pretty fun.
Gershoks and the Sahogs were
It's not an
absolutely
encounter. That's a tile.
Fair.
I mean, you can encounter it.
Literally, the only good encounter I had was the Chimera Chimeras, and that was because I knew I was getting bitten hard on purpose.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they didn't roll any scripting whatsoever. So they kind of just were there. The Gasties, not fun. Not a good
Oh,
idea.
Yeah, that was my
Tried
first,
it,
like,
didn't
ooh,
work.
Gasties, this will be easy. No. mm-mm.
Nope. Lit, zap, lit, and slow. No. I mean, even the eye with slow,
Yeah, I had
slow 2.
slow 2, stun, heal 3, ruse.
Yeah.
Though I only saw the heal 3 and ruse when he actually managed to stun me. Honestly, the eye wasn't too bad. Because I was still... Because by the time my mages were dead, I was 3-shotting them slowed and 1-shotting them not slowed. It was only when the stun landed that I
Yes.
had a rough of it.
I think it has to be spoken of about those Earths in Topher deciding to just be jerks.
Can we not?
The Sarkias, those two, yeah.
Okay, I got even worse news for you. The Earth script was stop, lit 2, mute, fast, cure 4, slow, dark, fire, squint, flash, glance, blaze.
I saw them once and ran on the first action, so I didn't run into any of that.
That was a very good idea. They were very nasty.
I'd have got away from them if it weren't for the Death Touch slimes.
Blame
That I
Dark
got
Moon.
surprise attacked by. What do you mean
miss
blame
those,
Dark
too.
Moon? It's the randomizer, bro. Randomizer doesn't care who rolls the seed.
So
I
yeah,
asked for early warp, and we got early warp, so I'm happy with that at least.
that's fair enough.
We got lucky.
You did. I will also say, those Sarias also had Sleep Touch, Slow, Fog 2, Cure 3, Mute, Lit 2, Fire 2, Quad X, X for Thunder, Sting, and Gaze.
Alright, so
Dang.
we're not a good grind either.
So that was
No teasing woo today.
no. You don't tease those at all. They were not safe. Like this seed had a little bit of everything. The only 2 abilities the eye had was Cremate and Cremate.
Cremate was fine.
Yeah, but then it had
Yeah,
slow.
It's not too bad, but the slows, that was rough.
It got worse.
Or whatever.
It got
It
worse.
did get
'cause
worse.
Yep, because it had slow 2, hold, then mute, and then
Yeah,
heal
well,
3
Yeah, and ruse.
and ruse. Oh my.
But the ruse was deep enough that I only
Yes.
saw it the one time I got stunned.
Yeah, the ruse was very deep. It was very, very deep in that script. However, I think it's getting close to that time. We should get ready to wrap things up with some final thoughts. So, let's go around the round table. And we will start with our first place finisher and moving on to the finals. Flurry, what do you have to say? The future is going to be all yours.
Yeah, I as I'm admittedly a little biased, I wanted to just see 2 free enterprise players get through. I didn't really care who it was, and I know Scar and I are always super close. I had to do the math just now, and our combined time is separated by about a minute and a half. So could have easily gone either way with one less encounter being rude or one more encounter being rude. Just happened to hit on this one. So
Very true.
very thankful that got through, even doing the full clear. Thanks, White Shirt. And looking forward to the Winter Tournament flags one more time.
I'm sure we all are. Our next finisher on stream and finisher in 3rd place, and also moving on to the finals. Sorbius, your thoughts?
Sometimes you practice something that works out 95% of the time in practice, and you get to the race, and it just doesn't as well as you hoped. So,
How true. But you're gonna get another shot. You're gonna get a chance to get the title. Both of you will race again sometime in the very, very near future for the title of Duckling Supreme. And you get your own Ducky avatars. Yay!
yeah.
So, next in finishing 4th finishing 3rd on stream and 4th overall, Scarcer. Unfortunately, this is the end of your derby, but really great job. What are your thoughts?
I'll kill the next one.
I'm sure you will. I said it a million times. I am glad I am not part of this derby. It is brutally difficult this time around. GG's to you. And finally, Davian. What do you? I mean, the bad luck of the seed just rolled right on you, sir. But what do you have to say as your final thoughts?
GG's. Thank you, crew. Thank you, Speed. I mean, my head went through a lot of walls and needs to be arrested.
I absolutely do not blame you.
Good luck, Sorbius. Good luck, Flurry.
To my co-coms, Winfox, who is racing this same flag set on Sunday. What are your final thoughts? Knowing that you could face 2 of these runners in the finals.
I'll see you guys in the finals.
Ooh, we have a promise, do we? Well, if that's all we have to say, I would like to give a big shout out to both Budge Mono, our tracker, and I'd like to give a big shout out to Ravioli, our other tracker, for keeping everything in line, keeping us honest. Thank you, Speed Gaming, for allowing us to host. Thank you to all the runners who have participated in Group A. This has been a very entertaining Duck Derby. Both these really fun to watch. We are excited. There is going to be another race. Group B will race on Sunday at 11:30 Eastern. It's going to be great. I hope to see you all there. There's literally a 3-point spread between everybody. This is going to be like right down to the wire. It's going to be great to watch. Can't wait to see it. With that, I am Osloto, and I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you in the next round.